So I decided to focus a little more closely on the thesis statement, since this is really the foundation or the direction that your essay should be taking. So as you're writing your essay, you're trying to organize your thesis in such a way that your reader knows exactly what your essay is about and how you're going to prove the argument that you're making. It's important to know that an essay is never about hiding things. It's about being as transparent and as clear as possible. So our thesis statement, and if we take a look at our presentation, the thesis statement is a line or two which clarifies the main argument or the issue of the rest of the essay. The thesis statement is usually found at the end of the first paragraph and summarizes the main point of the writer. The main function of a thesis statement is to introduce the reader to the main issue, meaning also issue and argument, what will be proven, and outline the major points that will be covered to achieve that purpose. This is how it will be proven. The thesis statement must be re-referred to in the conclusion. So it's important to know that if the main argument of the essay is unclear, then the thesis statement is badly written and the essay cannot effectively prove its main point. Think of the thesis statement as a roadmap designed to get your reader from the starting destination to the end of the journey. So there's a formula you can follow. You can do where you have the 3 points stated first and then the issue stated last. So issue or argument stated last. So the 3 points could be, if I was looking at the novel The Hobbit and I was writing an essay about Bilbo's incorruptible character, I might say, by examining Bilbo's life in the Shire, which is point 1, Bilbo's use of the Ring of Power, point 2, and Bilbo's assistance of the dwarfs, point 3, it's possible to determine that hobbits are less likely to be influenced by greed and evil than other creatures. Another way to write the same thesis statement is I could start with the issue first and then have the 3 points. A lot of people like to write it this way. So Tolkien's suggestion that hobbits are less likely to be influenced by greed and evil than other creatures is revealed through examination of 1. Bilbo's life in the Shire, Bilbo's use of the Ring of Power, and Bilbo's assistance of the dwarfs. And here's some other samples. So if we look at sample 3, this is based on Lord of the Flies. By examining the experience of fear, the lust for power, and the loss of innocence, it's possible to determine that evil within the boys is driven by the descent into savagery. So this is the argument here. Evil within the boys is driven by their descent into savagery. And here are the 3 points, what I'm going to prove. Their experience of fear, the lust for power, and the loss of innocence. I could also say, after reading Lord of the Flies, it's evident that the evil within the boys is driven by the experience of fear, the lust for power, and the loss of innocence. Same thesis, just worded in a slightly different way. Okay, and if we go back and take a look at our sample essays, you can see again the students have also followed this formula. By examining the origins of dictatorships, its aims and goals, and the methods tyrants use to preserve as well as increase their power, it's possible to determine that elemental P constitutes a good example of a totalitarian regime. And in this example, as the story progresses, it can be seen how the stages of metamorphosis from caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly parallel with the transition from old people to whacknut to Sealander society. So 3 points, what you're going to prove, how you're going to prove it. For your own essay, you should use your reading organizers, look at the themes that you've picked, and change one of those themes into your thesis statement, or combine 2 to 3 themes to get your points. It's up to you, but use those reading organizers to help you come up with the idea that you want to write about. If you have any other questions, please email me or ask a question in class. Good luck.